and welcome back to my channel, Structured Living. I'm really excited for today's video because we have a lot of things to talk about. It's going to be another cash stuffing video, so it's going to be the second one for February, but also I'm going to share the labels that I made for the new binder. I'm going to explain how many bank accounts my husband and I have, and I'm also going to be unveiling my first cash giveaway. So stay tuned and let's get on to the video. So before we get started, I'm just going to briefly explain again my cash stuffings and how I do it. So like I said, this is the second cash stuffing of February. This is my end of month paycheck. So with this paycheck, I pay the majority of the rent that we have. So it's $1,420. I pay for my car insurance, which is $283. I usually have $140 for gas, but I'm thinking that this month, because we have so much left in gas, I'm going to be putting $100 towards our travel fund and $40 for car maintenance. So this is kind of like a case-by-case basis. Like I said in previous videos, we have a very large gas budget. So if I see that we have an excess of like $500 or $600, I'll just go ahead and reallocate that money for other things. I put $94 towards my debt snowball, and then I've left $10 in the bank. And that's for these random purchases that I might have or maintenance fees for things like Acorns. And if you guys don't know what Acorns is, it's really cool. It's basically this app, and this is not sponsored. It's just something that I love to do. It's this app that will round up your purchases. So say that you've made a purchase for $1.95 to buy a Coke. They'll take that 5 cents and invest it into the stock market for you. And then they'll also pull out however many dollars per week to also invest. So I'm just doing the minimum, which is $5 a week. So this will last me 2 weeks until I get paid again so that I can have another remainder. So this is kind of like the buffer that I like to leave in the bank. And then my paycheck was $2,087. So that is what we're stuffing. We're going to be stuffing $340, and let's get on to the video. Oh yeah, so this is, okay, real life problems. I forgot to write my fund money for this check, so forgive me. I put in $140 for fund money also with this check as well. Okay, so now let's get into the video, shall we? Okay, so rent has already been taken care of. Car insurance has already been taken care of. Debt snowball has already been taken care of. And then our buffer is going to be remaining in the bank. So like I said, I forgot to write that I put $140 aside for my fund money. So let's go ahead and count out $140. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40. So that is 140, and that is going to be going into the new binder, which is basically just going to be our sinking funds. I know in the previous video I said it was going to be our challenge binder, but I'm changing things up a little bit, so we're going to be putting that in there. So as you can see here, I have a lot of money in my fund money account, and that's because of several reasons. One, I don't really know what to spend it on. Two, COVID has closed a lot of things, so it's made it hard for people to go out and do fun things. So I am just going to continue to pile up cash, but I did want to talk about something super exciting. I was thinking about celebrating every milestone here on my YouTube channel. And I was thinking that every 100 subscribers I get, I will give away $100. So the way that I'm planning on doing this is basically once I hit that milestone, I will say in the video to leave me a comment about how you're planning on using the $100. And so of the people that comment, I will go ahead and select one winner that I will then send them the $100 to. So how can you enter? Well, first, subscribe to my channel. And second, interact with me. I want to see what you're thinking. I want to see how you're doing because we're about 30-ish% of the way there. So I'm really super excited for that. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and count how much money we have in my Fun Money account. $1,045. And sorry, counting is hard, so sorry it took so long. So we have $1,045 in my Fun Money account, so it's going to be a lot to stuff. And you're probably wondering why I'm doing this. Wow, this is a total fail, by the way. It's because I have had a really blessed year, and I wanted to just kind of pass that good fortune on to others. And I'm hoping that this will inspire you guys to do the same. So while I struggle through this, and you guys are all probably laughing. All right, there we go. Also, I did want to kind of out myself. This nail popped off, so if you're wondering why I look like a hot mess, well, it's because I haven't had time to repaint my nails, so go with it. It's real life, people. All right, so the next thing that we are going to be stuffing is our travel fund. So let's go to travel. Here we are. And first, let's count how much money we have in travel. So 50, 100, 150, 200. And in travel, we're going to be putting in $100. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, which gives us a total of $300. Hopefully, I'm not struggling with this envelope as much. Nope. It's much easier. Okay. The next thing is going to be car maintenance, and we are going to give car maintenance $40. And I recently had to use some of our money in this envelope because I hadn't changed my windshield wipers for a lot longer than I want to admit. So I went ahead and recently got new windshield wipers. So I'm glad that we finally have a dedicated car maintenance fund. So $40. So here we go, which brings us to a total of $90. So I'm going to leave it like that. Big bills behind. And here we go. And I should have an extra $60, which will be going to our Fun Money account. And that's because I have a side hustle of tutoring. And sometimes I get random checks here and there. And whenever I do, I just go ahead and I put it into kind of my rainy day fund, so to speak. And hopefully I'll find another good purpose for it other than our cash giveaway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff that in there. I don't remember how much was in here, so if you guys remember, it's whatever that number is plus 60. Okay, so that should be all. Also, do you guys like the new labels that I made? I'm super excited. This font is really cute. My friend actually purchased it for me and sent it to me, so I just made these using my Cricut. So highly recommend that font. I can look up the name and put it in the description down below. So I just wanted to show you what I ended up doing with this envelope. So this is now my official cash envelope. So you see all of these, I'm going to be, whatever is left over, I'm going to be rolling over at the end of the month. And I'll put that money, such a struggle. I'll put that money here, and this will go into my husband and I's joint savings account. So that concludes our very, very short cash stuffing video. Next time it will be a lot longer, I promise. But I did want to go ahead and talk about how many bank accounts my husband and I have combined and what each of those bank accounts are used for. So stay tuned and let's get into the next topic. All right, so thank you for that very quick commercial break. And guys, I'm totally kidding. But I did have to go ahead and wipe off the board so that I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. So between my husband and I, we have 7 bank accounts. I know that's super crazy, or it might not be, I don't know. To me, it seems a bit excessive, but each of those bank accounts has a purpose. So We each have our own personal checkings accounts, and that is what our paychecks go to. So the reason why we have so many separate accounts is because we've had these accounts since before we got married, and quite honestly, I'm kind of too lazy to go ahead and just change everything, because I'd have to change it with my employer, and then I'd have to change it with my student loans and my car loans and the IRS, and it's too much. So we're just gonna go with it because that's real life, and sometimes you're lazy. So like I said, this is where our personal checks come from, and then we each have our own savings account. So we bank with Bank of America. So basically, I just like to keep a minimum of $1,500 in here, and that's so I'm not charged the monthly maintenance fee. And usually any sort of debt payment I have that I don't want to pay off right away. So for example, if I get paid from my side hustle, I'll throw in $60 there. And then once I get my day job paycheck, I'll take that $60 from the savings account and lump it into whatever debt payment I have from that check, and then go ahead and just pay off that debt. So I'm thinking that once I have all of the debt paid off, I'm going to move my emergency fund, which is now in a high yield savings account, and this is the Goldman Sachs Marcus savings account. I'll move my $20,000 emergency fund into my Bank of America savings account so that I have access to it a lot faster. And then I'll keep the Marcus account for extra savings. And then I have my joint account with my husband. So I listed it twice just so that you all would be able to see what accounts we actually have. So again, my husband, same thing with him. So he has a checkings account, which is basically where his paycheck goes into. Then he has a savings account with Marcus, and that's just, again, another minimum balance thing. He actually houses his debt snowball money there, and he's just waiting to make a lump sum payment on his student loans, which is the only debt that he is currently working aggressively to pay off as per our snowball. And then also he has a Marcus account that he is going to then transfer all of that money into savings once our debt is fully paid off, which I'm hoping should be in the next year to year and a half. All right, so hopefully your mind isn't spinning. This is just how we like to do things. I know that there are a lot of people out there that believe that at minimum you should have 11 bank accounts. I think that's crazy because I personally like to use cash for everything, but who's to say that 2 or 3 years from now when we don't have any debt, that might change. I mean, I don't know. I never thought that I'd have 7 accounts now, but here we are. So #real life. So hopefully you guys have learned a thing or two. Hopefully this makes sense. I would love it if you could let me know, how do you guys handle your finances? Do you just have one account for everything, or do you have 11 accounts? I don't know. Tell me the reason why. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear it. All right, so that brings us to the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed our cash stuffing. You got a brief glimpse into my new envelope system. And then also I talked about our different accounts, but most importantly, I gave a sneak peek to the cash giveaway. So remember, tell all your friends, tell them to subscribe. The sooner we get to 100, the sooner I can give away that $100. As always, like this video, leave a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!